Hi everyone, it's Chris here with Red Wagon Crafts, and in today's craft video we're going to be making a wreath, and I'm going to just take some odds and ends of things that I have here at my house. We're going to put it all together and see how it turns out. I'm excited about this project. I learned how to make some rose petals out of burlap ribbon from watching some different tutorials. So I'm going to go ahead and give it my own little twist and my own little shot to it, and we're going to try it out. I did make a few and I think they turned out real cute. So that's what we're going to make to put on this wreath instead of going out and getting some traditional floral flowers and putting them on there. So I do have a sign as well we're going to put in the middle of it, paint it up, make it look real cute, and put some ribbons on it, bows and so forth. So stick with us. I hope you enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe below. Don't forget our website. You can visit us at rwcraft.com, find other DIY projects and so much more. So stick around. Let's go ahead and get all the materials that we'll need, and we'll go ahead and get started. The materials that you will need to make this wreath, I actually got everything from the Dollar Tree. So I have a wreath right here. It's kind of like a wicker wreath frame, so we're going to use that. I am going to use this happy metal sign. I'm going to spray paint this sign. And I'm going to use some spray paint I had for a previous project. It's called Silver Lilac. It's a Rust-Oleum. It turned out beautiful. So this will be the color of the sign. I am going to make these rose petals that I had watched a tutorial for, and it turned out a little bit different from theirs. I really liked how mine turned out. I thought it was kind of unique looking. So we are going to make a few of these, and that's what will be our flowers around our wreath, instead of actually using the flowers that you can purchase at the Dollar Tree, Walmart, wherever. So to make these, I am going to use this pink burlap ribbon. I have a lighter pink burlap ribbon that we will make some bows with, and then this green burlap ribbon, I am going to use this to cut out some in the shape of leaves, and that's what we will use with our rose petals. So to attach all that to my wicker wreath, I'm going to use my hot glue gun, and then of course I'm going to use some scissors. So I got everything from the Dollar Tree. I haven't used any of this yet, and I thought, instead of going out and buying something to make a new project, why don't I just gather up everything I have, let's throw it together and see what a cool looking wreath this turns out to be. So stay tuned. We're going to move on to step one. I'm really excited, and I will be right back to you. So for our first step, we are going to spray paint our sign. I have this sign. It just says happy. It's made of metal. So I am going to place this sign in the center of my wreath. So I wanted it to be a different color, obviously, than the metal. So I'm going to use this Rust-Oleum Satin Silver Lilac. It bonds to pretty much just about anything, wood, metal, plastic, and more. So I will go ahead and spray paint just about a coat in the front part of the word happy. We'll let it sit outside and dry. We'll come back in. In the meantime, while it's drying, we will do our roses and get the flowers ready for, and the bows ready for on our wreath, and then we'll come back, go get our sign, and we'll check it and see if it's dry. So stay tuned. I'll be right back to you. Okay, so I am going to show you how I've made these rose petals. I used a burlap ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. This is about 15 inches long, so I just kind of measured it out. At first I guessed it, but I figured 15 inches is probably about the size that I had used. I'm going to start on this side, and I fold it down like so. Fold the corner down, and then I'm going to take this end of it, and I'm going to kind of fold it in, and I'm going to have both of my fingers clipping it together, and then I'm going to take this portion of the fabric, of the ribbon, and I'm going to fold it down, and I'm going to turn. Okay, then I'm going to fold it down again, and I'm going to keep turning as I'm doing that. Now I personally just started to smush that down in the middle then, as I started to continue to fold and turn, so then it looks like the center of a flower. So I'm going to fold and turn, fold and turn, and I kind of hold my finger on the middle because I found that if I didn't, then it was coming up. It was kind of coming unraveled. So I fold and turn and keep doing that. All of those little strands, if you have the strands like of this string, you can cut them at the end. Fold and turn, fold and turn. So then I'm going to take my hot glue gun, and on the bottom I am going to just hot glue it. Now be careful because it's burlap, so it has a lot of holes in it. You can burn yourself really easy. So I'm going to work on the bottom first, kind of tack it all down. I found there wasn't any rhyme or reason for how I did it. Anything that looked like it needed to be secured, I would have applied the glue to it. Now in the front, turn it over. I apply the glue to just all kinds of different places to allow it to secure itself together so it doesn't become unraveled. I worked my way around the center. Now you can take your scissors and cut the excess thread off if you like, anything that you aren't liking, and whoops, there we go. There is one of your flowers. So I'm going to make as many as what my burlap ribbon will allow because I want to apply quite a bit around there. So again, okay, so we are done with making all of our flowers. I think they turned out really cute. I like the look of the burlap. I'm a big burlap person, so I think they all look really nice. So these are all of our flowers there, if you guys can kind of get a feel for them. It's a cute idea. I thought it was really cute. It's not very hard to make it all, very simple. So we will put these to the side, and now I am going to show you how to make a bow with this very easy technique that I had seen as well. So I'm going to use again some of this burlap ribbon. It's about 2 inches by 108 inches. So it's 2 inches wide, and I cut one which is 10 inches long, 12 inches long for my longest piece, 10 inches for my second longest piece, my third longest piece is 8 inches. So we will take our long piece and apply a small amount of glue here, and we will just push that together. think that we will kind of make it look like this. There we go. Okay, so I have it to the side on the back. So this is going to be my bottom layer. Then I am going to do the same to my second piece. Again, small amount of glue at the edge, and allow it to dry. I'm going to put it in the back, and it will lay on top like so. And then I have even my 8-inch, again, same thing, a small amount of glue, and we will okay. So I'm going to give it a layered look. I want the smallest on top. Now, once I have it the way that I would like it, I'm going to pinch them together. So I'm going to pinch the front and then bring the bottom up and bring the top down. So it will appear like this. Okay, so it will look kind of like a bow tie. So I'll show you guys that again. I layered them all together. I'm going to pinch the middle, bring the bottom up, and bring the top down. Okay? With our bow all ready to go, we will use this, it was in the garden section at the Dollar Tree. I am going to use it to tie off the middle. So I will pull a little off. It's like a twisty tie. Now, there we go. Okay. So I will pull it like this. There we go. And we'll shape it at the very end, but this will be covered, so I'm going to take another piece, I'd say about 5 inches long. I will fold it in half, okay, like so. Maybe even one more time. And I am going to wrap that around. I'm going to hot glue the back. There we go. Well, we're going to allow it to dry. Put some in there as well. Just want to make sure it's going to stay. Okay, there we go. So here's our ribbon, our bow. I'm going to fluff that out a little. Fluff this out here. And I will fluff my smaller piece. You can leave it flat, you can fluff them out, it's really whatever you prefer to do. All right, there we go. Cute. Okay, so there is our bow. Now, I actually want to have the bow with the ends coming down. Ooh, there's a piece. So I'm going to take more of my ribbon. I think I'm going to cut it to about, let's start out at 10 inches because I don't know how long I want it. Yeah, that's a little too long. So since we have it at 10, let's cut it in half so they're both equal length. Okay. Now, I'm going to cut my ends because I want them to look like that. You can really cut it however you would prefer. And I am going to bend the corners down up here because I'm going to attach it like this. There's one piece, and then we will attach the second there. Okay, so let's fold my edges down. And on my next one, fold, fold, like so. I'm going to apply some glue. And be careful with your glue. It's a little hot. It will burn you. There we go. So, let's do this. There we go. And really, you can or do not have to do this step at all. It's preference. So I am going to put this on the top of my of the wreath there. So now that we have our ribbon, one more thing I would like to try to do before we check on our paint is I'm going to use this and make some leaves. So I'm going to, I am not quite sure, I've not done this before, so this will be just a test here. Doesn't have to be perfect, but So I think that I'm going to do that a little bit more. I'm going to add more greenery to them because I think that it just adds to the color. So. So now we have all of our leaves applied to our flowers. So we will go ahead and get our wreath and we will apply them all to the wreath. Let's in the meantime check to see if our sign is completely dry. So I will be right back to you. Okay, our sign is now completely dry and it turned out really, really cute. So I think that color is really pretty. I think it'll look good with the pinks that we've chosen. So I'm going to take my wreath and I'm going to glue it use my hot glue gun, and I want to make sure that it's in the center of the wreath because we're going to work the flowers around the word happy. So I'm going to right here, which is right here, I'm going to put that. There. Okay, so I have my sign in the center of my wreath. I am going to first start by my bow. Where do I want to put my bow? Do I want it at the top? Do I want it at the bottom? I'm going to kind of try to figure that out right now. I think I kind of like it at the top a little bit better. I don't know, I kind of like it at the bottom. It doesn't take away so much. Okay, we're going to apply it at the bottom. So we are going to apply our hot glue here. I know it's going to hit that. And we are going to hold it there for a moment. Okay. Let's take a look and see. There we go. So we can also kind of come up from the bottom. Apply that down like that. There we go. Kind of fluff out our bow a little bit. There we go. So, there we go. All right, perfect. So we have our lettering and we've placed our bow. So now we will go ahead and just take our flowers and we will find places around our wreath to apply them. All right. So there we go. I went ahead and just placed them. I am a little, I wish I had a little bit more burlap. I would have liked to have one more there, but that's quite all right. I like that, you know, it's a little bit of dynamic around the wreath there, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think it turned out very, very pretty. It's cute. And again, this is something of just the materials I had around my house. Nothing I went out and had to go buy for this project. Just kind of wanted to throw together something quick for a video, but also something that I could use some of the things that I've picked up that I just haven't found that right craft for. So I think it's real cute, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe below, and don't forget that we do have a video we post every week, and you can also visit us on our website at rwcraft.com. There you're going to find so many other DIY projects, recipes, and more. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. And so I hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks so much.